What is up, guys? Dashing here, and we are live from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. for Regicide, a stacked card from top to bottom, and it is just about as hot in my house right now as that sun we were looking at a moment ago. So again, my fan is on. Sorry if it bothers you at all, but I'm trying not to die of heat stroke over here or excitement, because man, oh man, look at how we are getting things started. The International Championship on the line, our first of 3 title matches here tonight. Prime time Pierre Thompson going to challenge the Moo Moo Man, Randy Borton, for the gold. What up, Hoxton, Bait, Hellish, everybody else? Thanks for tuning in on this fine Sunday afternoon. Happy Memorial Day weekend. I know it's not until tomorrow, but some of you are probably cooking out today. Some shrimp on the Barbie for those in Australia. I don't know, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent, but what can I say? I got goosebumps. I cannot wait to get the action started. And Pierre Thompson is looking to become a 2-time international champion, capture his first title in over a year after he came close to doing so last month in that fatal 4-way elimination match to crown a new international champion after, of course, Bob Luger was forced to relinquish the championship, suffering an ACL tear following his win over Matt Devious at CyberSlam. It came down to Pierre Thompson and Randy Borton, and Borton, with blood streaming down his face, locked Thompson in a sharpshooter and forced him to tap. And the big dog was not happy about being embarrassed, brutally attacking Randy Borton and Chris Adams the following week during King of the Ring, suspiciously not attacking Xander Slate, instead saying, "I'll deal with you later." Very ominous words from the Impact player. Thompson finishing the job earlier this week on Supremacy, where he defeated Chris Adams in singles competition. Randy Borton not at 100%, probably wasn't fully cleared even before the attack that Thompson launched on him. If you didn't see that fatal 4-way match, man, go back and watch it just to witness how bloodied Borton was. I was surprised he was even conscious. And I think that's what really gets to Pierre the most, the fact that Borton was half dead and still beat him. Pierre Thompson has been waiting for this match. I saw him in the back earlier, shadow boxing. I passed by him, I said, "Pierre, how you feeling, man?" And he shot a glare at me. Didn't even say a word, and he just shook his head and walked away. He didn't have any time for me, I don't blame him. At least he didn't spit my oatmeal, but there's the man of the hour, the CMV International Champion, the Moo Moo Man, the Milkman, Randy Borton, repping those Click colors. He's the only Click member in action tonight. Adams out on injury. Xander Slate, who of course is the king of the ring, going to be watching our main event very closely between Kevin Silva and Andrew Briggs for the world title, because he meets the winner of that in 3 weeks at Absolution for the championship. And of course, again, Luger, we have no idea when or even if he'll be back. A 3-time international champion. In his first reign, he set the record to beat. 4 months he held the belt, and he told me last week, "I'm gonna break my own record." This is his first defense. Will he be stopped dead in his tracks before he even gets the chance to get going on that? This is far from the first time that these two have been in a CMV ring against each other, but this might be their most important encounter. Randy Borton, a Season 2 original. Pierre Thompson coming in a little bit later that season. They both have a plethora of accolades that could earn them undoubtedly a future spot in the Hall of Fame, but Borton's done one thing Thompson has, as of yet, not been able to accomplish, and that's being a world champion. You know that ultimately that is Thompson's goal. One way of getting a step closer to the world championship is becoming international champion. They're the second most prestigious title holder in all of CMV. Can Thompson prove that he is better than Borton, and Borton just got lucky last month? The big dog and the Moo Moo Man, the impact player and the milkman. Holding up that international championship for all to see. Let's get it on. And of course, Borton, right out of the gate, you got to remember, has a champion's advantage. He can retain an count out or disqualification. Pierre Thompson can only win the title by pinfall or submission in the ring. Collar elbow tie up to start things off, but Thompson switches up the game quickly with that neck breaker. Tries to go for a head scissors. Borton slips through. Thompson's got too much baby oil on, to his detriment there. Modified vertical suplex. Double boot stop. Vintage Borton. Yes! Oh no! Thompson saw it coming. Dragon screw. Taking the international champion off his feet. Sends it right back at him. Anything you can do, I can do better. Kick to the chest. Dragged towards the center of the ring, and it looks like Randy Borton wants to make a target out of that leg. Again, Randy Borton beat Pierre last month via that sharpshooter, which largely targets the lower back, but the legs are involved too. Don't get it twisted. Butterfly DDT, a staple of the Milkman's arsenal throughout his career. One, and that's all he's going to get early on. Branching out to target the other exposed limbs. Stomp to the bicep. Worked so well the first time, going to do it again. And Borton's got to want to try to finish this match off as quickly as possible, because Pierre Thompson, if you ask me, I think he gets more dangerous as the match goes on. Pierre Thompson's a desperate man, and he'll do whatever he has to do to win the matches he's in. Look at this. A war of attrition between these two rivals. Pulling back on the leg. Borton's got to find a way out of this. And he does. Schoolboy? No. Didn't have the wherewithal to go for the pin. Just wanted to stop the pain. Knee to the top of the head, leaving Pierre Thompson wide open. Pierre says, get out of here, though. Oh, my God. Double shoulder block. Neither man budging. Randy Borton, not what I would call a powerhouse. He's a very well-rounded superstar. I think he shines brightest in terms of his striking, especially that super kick of his, Sweet Moo Music, which Pierre Thompson has to avoid at all costs. Borton getting well acquainted with the top turnbuckle, moves out of the way of that stomp, though. Discus form smash doesn't even affect the primetime player. Neither does that drop kick. Neither does that drop kick. Are you kidding me? Thompson Thompson like a brick wall. Finally, another modified vertical suplex does the deed. And this is what Borton has to contend with. Pierre Thompson, man. Like he's made of kryptonite. A stone wall of a man. Can't seem to escape this reverse chin lock, however. Borton gonna let go. He can't win the match that way, but he can off of this pin. Lateral press. Gets another 1 count. Tries to throw out a kick. Clothesline into the corner. Thompson getting squashed like a bug. The stomp caught. And look at Pierre saying, "This is all you got, champ?" But remember, Borton suffering an injury in that fatal 4-way, and then Pierre attacking him again a couple of weeks ago. Taking all of that into consideration, I'd say Borton is very impressive thus far. Reverse DDT on the outside, then rolls back into the ring. Pierre has to the count of 20 to get back into the squared circle, or Borton will retain via countout. And now it's Borton saying, "Come on, big dog." Uh-oh, that was a mistake, though. Using a cheap shot with the ropes. Borton trying to play those mind games in the middle of the match. Another overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Borton with a leg sweep. Turns to the fans who are behind him here tonight. Could be dealing with a minor concussion. Clothesline. Clothesline. Ducks Pierre's clothesline. Off the ropes goes the big dog into a tilt-the-world pendulum backbreaker. And the go-home driver. Will Pierre be hit in the showers? 1, 2, no. But Borton's not letting that deter him. Again, looks to feed off the energy of this live crowd in Washington, D.C. But he turned his back on the Impact player, and you don't do that. The play of the day connects. 1, 2. And this is just what we saw in the Fatal 4-Way match last month. Pierre Thompson threw everything he had at Randy Borton, and nothing would keep him down. Can he hit the Borton combo this time? Yes, he can! And that sets Pierre up perfectly. The international champion with the Borto end! Hooks the leg. 1, 2, no! And Borton can't believe it, arguing with referee Tyson. He thought that was a 3 for sure, but in that time he wasted. Thompson's back to his feet, vertical suplex, and now Pierre, the challenger, the big dog, prime time, prime time. Oh, what a clothesline! 1, 2, 3. You have got to be kidding me. Any normal man would probably have been decapitated after that clothesline. Tried to go for the touchdown there. Did Pierre, but it didn't work out. Borton catching a second wind, middle of the ring after that stomp. Our referee checking on Pierre, making sure he can continue. Back suplex. And Pierre can hardly stand. This match has drained both men. It has been physical since the bell rang. Non-stop action. No room to rest. And now they go back and forth, tit for tat, counter for counter. Drop toe hold. Pierre hung out to dry. Throws him back down onto the mat, using the ropes for leverage as he delivers that knee drop. And Borton, another go-home driver. Directly into the pin. 1, 2. But Pierre Thompson showing off that resiliency we've come to expect from him. But will it be enough to survive a second Porto end? Uno, dos, tres. I cannot believe what I just saw. Pierre Thompson kicking out of a second Porto end. Elbow to the face. Borton's cut open. Goes for another highlight. And that wound that Pierre Thompson opened up on Randy Orton last month in the Fatal 4-Way has been re-agitated. Donning the proverbial crimson mask. Trying to let everybody know watching here in the arena and at home that he's okay. Another reverse chinlock. Borton desperately wants to slow things down. Try and readjust his game plan. And Borton, I think he knows what he's got to do to finish off Pierre. Going for the sharpshooter, but Pierre, knife edge chop, kick to the knee. Tries for a scoop slam, shot to the kidneys. Whoa, springboard back elbow. Now Borton is no high flyer, but he's gonna do whatever he has to do to walk out of Regicide still the international champion. Pierre dropped over the top rope. That big boot right to the face. European uppercut. Borton can't afford to keep taking these heavy shots from the powerhouse. Look at that strength this late into the match. Sit out powerbomb. 1, 2. Thompson is getting fed up. Trying to mark his territory. Trying to prove to everyone that he is the alpha male. Forearm smash off the ropes. T-bone suplex. Pierre struggling to get to a vertical base. Leg drop, elbow drop, forearm smash, continuing to target that open wound. Another play of the day, middle of the ring. But Thompson is exhausted, hands on his hips. He wants to make sure the job is done. But that was a mistake. Borton just gouged the eye. Those dirty heel tactics. And Pierre says, you want to play that game? I got you, fam. Another monstrous clothesline. 1, 2, 3, and Pierre Thompson is the new international champion. Such force behind that clothesline. I was astonished when Borton kicked out of the first one. There was no way in hell that he was gonna return after the second. Pierre Thompson played the mind games. He made sure he walked into this match with an advantage, and it paid off. Pierre Thompson is once again the international champion. What a sight to see. Pierre Thompson single-handedly destroying the remains of Click. And remember what he said to Xander Slate. I'll come for you another time. And Slate's the only member left standing. The king of the ring might have to have some eyes in the back of his head. But up next, guys, as the show continues, tag team action on the books. The Armbar Society coming together once again to take on the Sully Bros reunited. And this stemming from quite the roller coaster of events. Originally, guys, we all thought that it was Chris Sullivan who attacked his brother Willie. That masked man came out with the United States title, bashing Willie in the back of the head with it. That led to, of course, the last man standing match between the Sullivan brothers at Sacrifice for the United States Championship, which Chris would win. But it was revealed after that the Armbar Society were behind it all along. Walter Willett, the Anarchy Champion, and the American Dragon Gary Reed viciously beating down the Sully Bros a couple of weeks ago, leading to just a couple of nights ago on Supremacy, Gary Reed making his main roster debut and defeating Willie Sullivan in singles competition. But now the two teams at their strongest collide, and it is going to be a doozy. Still to come, though, make sure you are strapped in. We are going to crown our inaugural Zero-G champion. Jaquan Shea and Dante Tatum meet one-on-one. It's been brewing for months. We've also got Percy Simmons and PJ Moon meeting for the first time ever. A spot in the Royal Rumble match on the line, but not just any spot. The number 30, which is the most prestigious without a shadow of a doubt. And in our main event, Kevin Silva challenges Andrew Briggs for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. And there they are, widely considered one of the best tag teams to come out of NGW. Even though they never held the NGW tag team titles, it was Heartbreak City when Walter Willett decided to go to the main roster full-time, effectively ending the Armbar Society. But I guess he really knew all along that they would come back together again here at Regicide. Bolay, fresh off of successfully defending his Anarchy Championship against Adam Valentine on Supremacy. I don't think these two have missed a step, and the Sully Bros, they got to be sure to keep their emotions in check, because their number one objective is to make Bolay and Reed pay. But against two submission artists, you can't just run head in. They will catch you in one of their many deadly holds. But that's not to take anything away from the last ever United States champion, a part of the first, and a two-time trios champion. Chris and his brother, Wild Willie, an NGW alumni too. Interestingly absent is the advocate of the Sully Bros, Baron Blade, but the pay-per-view debut for Armbar Society, and they are looking hyped. You're actually right, Suntan. There was 2 Royal Rumbles at last year's Absolution. Paul Devine did defend his title in one of them, but I think he entered at like number 26 or 27. He didn't enter from number 1. It's good to get this history out here because we are just 3 weeks away from Absolution, which will play host to the 30-man over-the-top rope Royal Rumble match. The winner to headline Ascendant 7 for a World Championship match. And I'm sure all 4 of these guys want to be a part of that. Walter Willett going right after Willie. Jawbreaker there for him. Overhand punch. Another hook to the jaw. One has to consider the injuries Walter Belay is walking into this match with. Going through that hellish battle with Bloody Justice in the Bloody Forest match, and then his recent Anarchy Championship defense only a couple of nights ago against Adam Valentine, where Valentine hit him in the head with a metal bat and hit him in the jaw with a pair of brass knuckles. But I think mentally Belay is all here. He's all in on this match. Spilling ringside, have it to the count of 20, but it looks like before even 6. They are once more inside the squared circle. Ooh! Into a cross armbar, combining it with the leg lock, and this is what I'm talking about. Belay's most dangerous weapon in his arsenal being that Kimura, while Reed wields the rolling armbar. The Soli Bros have got to play defensive. Tag to Tristo, double back elbow. And here comes Big Brother now. It was Chris who launched the investigation into finding out who was really behind the attack on his brother. Got down to the bottom of it, but before he could expose them, the Armbar Society revealed it to the world themselves. Lifting reverse DDT into the pin. Gonna try to steal it here. Oh, but a sudden small package. Belay playing possum. Doesn't get any more than a 1 count though. European uppercut. Chris trying to close the distance. Belay throws him out of the ring! Holy shit! Are you kidding me? Belay just threw Boston's own to the outside of the ring, and Chris is already back on his own 2 feet. That is the caliber of a champion. Boot to the side of the head while on the apron. Gary Reed extending his arm. Belay tried to make it over there to get the hot tag, but Chris stops him. Neckbreaker. Not done. Into the corner of the Soli Bros. Chris gonna tag in Baby Bro Willie? No. Runs face first into an elbow. Back elbow. Enziguri. The smack off that heard throughout the arena. Even up on the cheap seats. Knee to the ribs. Elbow to the knee. Kick to the midsection. Knee to the face. Now it is the Armbar Society who have Chris Sullivan right where they want him. Not for long, though. Running forearm smash. Dragged by arm and leg. Both of these teams trying to isolate their respective opponent. Not having much luck, though. Tag team one-on-one. Oh! Chris! Looking to flip the switch, the kill switch! Hitting the Anarchy Champion, but Gary Reed makes the save, not without repercussion. Wild Willie throwing him back out on the apron, saying, stay there if you know what's good for you. Stirred him into the turnbuckle, didn't seem to phase Walter all that much. The Machine, the Eliminator. Another back elbow Enziguri combo. And the American Dragon, Gary Reed, who will be a part of that men's Magnificent Six ladder match in a couple of weeks at NGW Checkpoint, England. Already had a successful start to his main roster career, defeating Willie one-on-one on Supremacy. Now he's taking it to Chris. Don't get ahead of yourself. That arm going to be turned to hamburger meat as it's snapped over the knees. This could be a great night for the OG BRC. The Soli Bros victorious here. Kevin Silver become world champion in the main event, maybe? Where he challenges Andrew Briggs with that pop-up European uppercut. Almost destroying that dream. Soccer ball kick. Chris retaliates with a bicycle big boot. Jawbreaker. Belly to belly. The Armbar Society showcasing that there is no rust on them. And Chris gets caught in the rolling armbar. It's locked in. Nowhere to go. Will Sullivan tap? Will the Armbar Society reign supreme? Yes. The American Dragon forcing Boston's own to submit before he snaps. And they get the last laugh. The Soli Bros brought it all to this match. They were out for redemption, but the Armbar Society proving to be too much to handle. They've got more chemistry than a periodic table. And the Soli Bros just learned that firsthand. Up next, it is going to be nothing less than a brawl when Tim LaFave and the Outcast Brett Angel take to the ring, guys. Tim requesting this match from General Manager Jade Dynamite after Brett Angel, you remember, when he was originally a part of the King of the Ring lineup, he rearranged the order because it was supposed to be Xander Slate versus Tim LaFave in the opening rounds, but Brett Angel wanted to face Xander Slate, and we all know what ended up happening a couple of weeks ago. Xander Slate defeating Brett Angel while Tim fell out in the first round as well, and Slate would end up winning it all together. So Tim blaming Angel, saying, if you hadn't done what you did, I would have stopped Xander in the first round, and now look what you wrought. Xander Slate could possibly be world champion, and so Tim is going to make the former four-time unmatched world champion pay with his own two hands here. There might be another name added to Tim's jacket after tonight. Still to come, there's even more bad blood to be settled because it's going to be Angelo Babos versus Jason Spade. Falls count anywhere, and the hatred between those two, it's so tense it can be cut with a knife. I can't wait to see that. Tim LaFave, who waited months upon months to get his one-on-one match with Xander Slate so that he could finally cross Slate off of his list. He dealt with Bob Luger back at Ascendant 6. Slate and Morton still remain to get their comeuppance. And that's the only thing that drives this Tim LaFave. This isn't the Tim of old, the happy-go-lucky man who only wanted to put on a good show for the hard-paying fans. Being betrayed again and again and again by people who he thought were his friends drove Tim mad. And all that keeps him going at this point is the thought of ripping those very same men who stabbed him in the back in half. It's so funny to me to think that these two are now at each other's throats because of their common hatred of Xander Slate. Because Brett Angel just wanted to fight Xander in the King of the Ring. That's why he rearranged the original lineup that had Xander Slate versus Timmy Boy in the first round. But Brett got in Tim's way. And that's something you just don't do. The Outcast, who, in a lot of people's minds, shouldn't even have a job right now. It was at CyberSlam he fought George King. The stipulation, as voted by the CMV universe, being that the loser would have to leave CMV and could not return unless they kissed the winner's boot. Angel refused to do that, but it was that mysterious masked figure who we've seen stalking Angel before, attacked Angel from behind a couple of weeks ago and dragged him on top of George King. Jay Dynamite saying, well, he did it. Maybe not on his own regard, but that's beside the fact. So Angel was reinstated. He participated in King of the Ring. And I think that's what pisses Tim off the most, is that Angel did what he did and then failed to beat Slate. So here we go, Tim LaFave, Red Angel, brought together because of how much they despise Xander Slayton, now trying to tear into each other. And I don't want to say this is the very first time we've seen Tim LaFave and Red Angel go one-on-one, because I feel like it may have happened on an episode of Genesis like last season or something, but definitely on pay-per-view. Luthez Press, two former world champions. This could easily main event a pay-per-view. This could headline an Ascendance, for crying out loud. We're getting it here at Regicide in the nation's capital. Foot DDT, the most devastating maneuver in wrestling. Into the ribs from LaFave. Another Luthez Press. Like I said, this ain't going to be a wrestling match. This is going to be a brawl. Tim excels in that old school style, as you're seeing right here, the triple deadlift gut wrench suplexes. But LaFave learned from his father how to throw hands too, and not in the traditional way. Speaking of Pat, wonder where he's been, right? Since losing the Alpha World Championship at CyberSlam, went off the grid. Feel like he's lurking somewhere. Sit out powerbomb. Tim has got Angel dead to rights right now, just as I said that. Ooh, paying homage to Cyborg with the BFT. That boxing background put on display. Such power. Taking Tim up off the mat and then flipping him while Tim is on his shoulders into a Dominator. German suplex from LaFave, though, sends it right back at the Outcast, and our first pinfall attempt of the match. One count only. LaFave right back to work with a kick to the back. And then a second deadlift sit-out powerbomb. A lot of deadlifts. I think these two are trying to outdo each other in terms of who's more powerful. That is a debate. I wouldn't know. Striking, I think I'd have to give it to Angel because he was a boxer for so long. Look at that right there. Perfect example. Wrestling, I'd have to give it to Tim. No doubt about it. I don't think Brett can hang with Tim if things are on the canvas. Craftiness, back to Angel. You never know what he's going to pull out in a match, especially when his back is against the wall. When he's losing, he's willing to go all out. Power slam from Tim. Stomp to the hand. And then the funniest thing is that both of these guys have these rare high-flying maneuvers they pull out every now and again. Tim does his moonsaults. Brett Angel does that springboard senton. In many ways, these are very similar competitors. Each has an edge over the other. On paper, they're as evenly matched as can be. Tim can hardly stand, and that's not a good sign. We're not even that long into this match, and he's already been gassed. Angel, meanwhile, can go all night. Alpha Mare water slide. It ain't a fun water slide, though. It's not one that I want to go down. Sending a kiss up to the heavens. Whoa! Tim! Military press, jeez. He just, hang on, and a moonsault! Now that's a first. I've never seen Tim hit that before. That was cool. Jab has Tim backed into the ropes. And when you're against a boxer, yeah, you don't want to be against the ropes. For any of those who watch boxing, you know what I mean. I don't know what Tim's strategy is at this point. Got 7. Eight. And 9 gut-wrench suplexes Tim has hit on Angel in this match now. 9. Long Island Slam! The inaugural Alpha World Champion! He's got Brett Angel in his sights. His finger is on the trigger. 1, 2. Brett Angel cannot afford to be embarrassed again. Failing against his arch rival Xander Slate. Already has people murmuring about not only Angel's mental state, but his physical condition too. Trying to hang on to those ropes, but Tim wasn't having it. Sit out alley-oop powerbomb leg drop to the inside of the thigh. And now Tim looks around. He didn't want to have to do this, but Brett Angel got in his way, got in the way of him accomplishing his goal. Pony Island Cyclone on the horizon. Angel reverses it. Collar and elbow tie up. A bit of a stalemate. Punch to the back of the head. Front headlock. Scoop slam. And Tim looking like he's about to keel over any moment. He's got to start hitting the treadmill more. Tim's not just trying to set his own record of most gut-wrench suplexes in a match. He's trying to beat Bison's record for most power bombs. That's the 3rd power bomb he's hit. Clothesline out of the ring. Brett Angel gets himself a breather. Desperately needs. Playing a bit cheeky with the fans. Swinging for the fences with that double axe handle. I think I saw one of Tim's teeth go flying into the front row. Deflects the left hand back into the ring, but Tim taking him down on that top rope. Teardrop suplex. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. These are 2 of the most resilient men in CMV's history. Exploder suplex into the corner. Angel hitting his legs off of the middle and bottom turnbuckles. And a deadlift German suplex. I think that's the second German Tim has connected with. Against Fred Angel. Forearm smash. Trying for a power slam of his own. Hook to the jaw. Hook to the jaw again. You gotta be kidding me! 4, 5, 6 power bombs. Kicks out the knee, and Tim starting to flop like a fish out of water. I can never get over this. My jaw drops every single time. Tim's not a small guy either. He's 250, 260. And Angel just picked him up like a rag doll. Hang on. I know what Angel might be going for. And if he connects with this, it's game over, man. He's gonna do it. The half Nelson suplex from the high rank district, my God. Into the pin. 1, 2. And Tim kicks out. Like only he can. Fred Angel says, I got you. Dominator numero dos. Long Island Slam resurfaces. Tim, out of desperation, hopes and prays. It's enough, but it's not. Tim turning to referee Tyson with his hands on his head. Get out of here. 7 power bombs. That is now 9 gut-wrench suplexes, 7 power bombs, 2 Germans, and 1 Coney Island Cyclone. 1, 2, 3. I can't with this match anymore. I can't. I have nothing to say. There's nothing I can say. Tim remaining adamant. Forearm smash. Inverted atomic drop. Scoop slam. Angel needs a response, and he needs it right now. Hook to the jaw. Trying for the Chimeraplex. Forearm smash. Big fucking toss. Tim right back up. European uppercut. Kick to the midsection. Irish whip into the corner. Full steam ahead. High knee to the chest. Angel trying for refuge. Pushes LaFave off, creating some distance. Grapple. Arm drag. Forearm smash. Front headlock. Tim snaps the arm over the shoulder. But that took everything that he had left. Both men collapsing. Belly to belly suplex in. 1, 2. This is becoming one of the greatest matches I have seen this season, maybe of all time in CMV. I don't know why I expected anything less. Up against the ropes. Launch back into the center of the ring. Tim starting to branch out, using his environment like a tag team partner. And he would know a lot about that. He's a 2-time tag team champion. Guys, if he hits this 11. Well, actually, it'd be 12. I missed math class. I failed algebra a few years in a row, all right? Give me a break. A third German. Now a freaking dragon suplex, for crying out loud. The straight jacket German. 1, 2. It's at this point in the match I start to wonder if these guys are even human or if they were created in a lab somewhere. Now it's Brett Angel who's up against the ropes. Tim LaFave sends him into the corner. Knees getting in clean to the ribs, guys, and one of, if not all of them, could be broken. But LaFave leaves himself open. And now we're going to the ringside area. Brett Angel picking Tim up just to throw him back into the ring. LaFave's there to greet him, but Brett's too quick. Forearm smash to the chest. Angel's quicker though. Vintage, vintage, vintage Angel. And with nothing left to give, 1, 2. Angel grabs Tim by the head. Irish whip into the corner. Maybe looking for another top rope help, half Nelson suplex. Oh, Darkest Night! Darkest Night out of nowhere! Uno, dos, tres! Brett Angel finally finds a way to keep Tim down. A sensational match between two future Hall of Famers. I think it's time that Tim takes a step back and reevaluates not just his career, but his life. Maybe Brett Angel hit those screws back into place. He ain't leaving without his bruises either, though. Awesome. Are you guys ready? It is finally time to crown the inaugural CMV 0G champion, Jaquan Shea and Dante Tatum, who have been going at it for months. Jaquan Shea initiating the beef between them when he was making these tweets about NGW, and specifically Tatum saying, man, this kid is awesome. He's like the younger version of me. I would love to go one-on-one with him. But that respect slowly turned into hatred as Shea just kept sending out shots. Dante would respond. They finally were in the same ring with each other back at CyberSlam when Shea defended his light heavyweight title in that 8-pack challenge, and Shea still emerged as the champion, the last ever, as a matter of fact, and that sent him here tonight an automatic pass to the finals, while Dante had to bust his ass, not just winning his 0G matches, but finally that fatal 5-way a couple of nights ago on Supremacy, beating out 4 other men elimination style, all to make it here. He's already the NGW champion. Can he become 0G champion and make history, or will Shea do good on his word that he will end Tatum once and for all? Jaquan Shea put his name down in the history books in his run as light heavyweight champion this season. Even if you don't like the guy personally, I don't. You can't deny just how impressive he was holding that light heavyweight championship And he said, that it'll be no different with the Zero G Championship in division. He's going to lock it down. But that's only if he can reinforce all of that smack talk that's been spewing out of his mouth for months. Jaquan Shea is the very definition of a Twitter badass, but he can back it up. And there he is, the catalyst, the spark plug, the heart and soul of CMV, the reigning defending NGW champion, Dante Tatum, who has taken on so much these past couple of months, reigning in NGW as its face that runs the place. He's got a date with Josep Ali Vota in a cage of horrors just a couple of weeks off in the main event of NGW Checkpoint England. But here he is, striving to make history and prove that he's not just as good as Jaquan Shea, but better. And as this is for the NGW Championship, guys, that means that the rules are slightly modified. Instead of only 10 minutes on the clock, there will be 20 minutes. Whichever superstar has the most falls by the end of that time, either by pin, submission, countout, or disqualification, will leave Regicide as the first ever Zero G champion. Referee Tyson rings the bell and let's get it on. Forearm smash straight out of the gate from Dante. Swoops behind. Waist lock taking Shea down. Still has it cinched in. Now it's Jaquan Shea, who's got Tatum trapped. Ooh, head scissors, not for long. Shea gonna want to get out of this one real quick. Tatum lets go. Feeling out process. This is the very first time they are going one-on-one. Hurricane Rana takedown. Stop to the lower back. Dante Tatum taking at the arm. And both of these superstars are risk takers through and through, down to their very essence. They love to wow the fans. Even though Shea says he doesn't care about the opinions of the CMV universe, he really does. Because if that was true, he wouldn't come out here doing the type of shit that he does. Throwing caution to the wind, this high-risk offense that defines his arsenal, like that Hurricane Rana right there. And I think that's what Shea really despises the most about Dante Tatum, because before Dante came along, I'd argue Shea was probably the most athletic superstar in all of CMV. And then you got Tatum coming on the scene, and he's just dropping jaws left and right. Shea got defensive. One thing turned into another, and here we are. Fate bringing these two together. Look at all the people Dante had to beat. Chris Adams, Jaden Shadow, Roy Bacon, Ace Reeves, Stephon Hastings, just to get to Jaquan Shea. Just to become the first ever Zero G champion. Championship on the line, guys. Another addition to the rule is that it is falls count anywhere. Elbow drop from Dante. Not exactly a 6-star elbow drop, but enough to retake the driver's seat. Figure 4 head scissors. And Dante, at this point, having himself a bit of fun. Ooh, he's going to get a Charlie horse with these shots to the hamstring. Jaquan goes low. Maybe Shea is looking to change up his game. trick Dante Tatum. That would be one strategy. You know, Dante, I know for a fact, I've seen him in the back. He's sitting watching tape. Some of Jaquan's best matches. Super kick in the corner. Dante goes limp like a wet spaghetti noodle. That leaves him open for the standing shooting star press. Will Jaquan score the first fall? One, no. Whoever takes the lead, man, they're going to have a huge advantage. Because then the other will have to play catch up. And Dante Tatum perhaps trying to do the very same. Wouldn't you ever see Tatum go for a submission? That's like the complete opposite of what Tatum is all about. Ground-based offense. Off the ropes. Boom! Big boot right across the gullet. Tatum is seeing stars. Shaking off those cobwebs, though. Kick to the midsection. Catchphrase. Shades of one of the greatest cruiserweights to ever do it inside a CMV ring. Hayden, the 5-time world champion, who's got to be watching a kid like Dante Tatum and thinking, this could be the next me. And that's got to be so inspirational for someone like Dante Tatum to know that a man the stature of Hayden, who everybody would call a vanilla midget, I think Hayden might even be smaller than Dante Tatum, but he's main evented 2 ascendances. He's a 5-time world champion along with, where's Jaquan going? Jaquan hitting that spinning heel hook of his, but now he's retreating into the crowd. Maybe he's trying to wind down the clock, but Dante's not having it. We're going into the crowd. This is a fight. This is a fight now. Back over the barrel. Shea laying a trap. It is false count anywhere, remember. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, Jaquan. Hook of the leg. Does Tatum have it? 1. Only a 1 count. Punch to the midsection. Jaquan just throwing Tatum all around the ringside area, bullying him. And you could call Jaquan Shea a bully, especially when it pertains to Dante Tatum. I mean, I've never seen somebody go after someone so frequently on Twitter. It's like every time Dante types, Jaquan senses it, and he's right on there to respond. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Jaquan Shea. Drive-by kick. Catalyst. If he can get back into the ring in time, guys, this could be a fall. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. 14 minutes left on the clock. Nobody has scored a pin or submission yet. Shea wasting time, mocking Dante Tatum and this crowd. O'Connor roll German suplex, a picture-perfect bridge to pin. Only a 1 count, though. Dante takes a bow. He appreciates the cheers, the energy being sent his way, the adoration of the CMV universe, and from the top rope. What is Dante cooking with right now? Jaquan getting to his seat. He has no idea what's coming his way. Or does he? Oh my God! 1, 2. Dante Tatum was going for like a hurricanrana. I don't know, but Jaquan turned it into a sit-out powerbomb. And now Shea off the top rope. DDT! He killed that boy. 1, 2. And somehow it doesn't get the 3. Tatum lying in wait. Jawbreaker. Maybe going for the sunset flip powerbomb. Shea with another spinning heel hook. 1, 2, 3, and Shea takes the first fall. That means he is essentially the current Zero-G champion. All he has to do for the next 12 minutes. Oh, quick ad break. Buy Snickers, guys. Support the show. All right, come on. You know the drill. All Shea has to do for the next 12 minutes and 10 seconds is defend. Oh my God! Tatum from the top rope to the outside of the elbow drop, which I think connected to the back of Jaquan's head. Kick to the back of the knee. Spinning soul kick, forearm smash. Tatum wants to tie things up again as quickly as he can. Reverse DDT on the steel of that ramp. And now he's telling everyone to hush up so they can hear the smack of Jaquan's flesh. Off that steel again. 1, 2. Only a 2 count though. Misses the kick. Shea to his feet. Oh, bang-a-rang! And Shea may have lost a couple of his front teeth. Where is Dante? Taking Shea. A very prideful man is Jaquan in the way he looks, the way he dresses. Dante's looking to take that away from him. DDT. Maybe trying to rip his head off. Knee to the gut. Pendulum set up into a sit-out facebuster. 1, 2. Dante just can't seem to find, I should say, any way to get a fall over Jaquan and tie things up again. And by the way, guys, if this does end in a tie, I don't exactly know what happens because there's no champion. Normally, the rules state that if it goes to a draw, the defending champion would remain champion, but since this is for the inaugural champion to be crowned, I'm completely oblivious to what would transpire. Jaquan Shea thrown into the ring. I think Shea has been busted open. Can't say that I'm surprised. He definitely has because Dante has blood all over his hands. Swings the knee to meet the face, and if Shea takes a 2-point lead, guys, even though there's still 9 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. But what's Jaquan doing now? Looking at Tatum. Maybe, oh my God, we're getting a good look at it now. Jaquan is bleeding like a stuck pig. Double bounce crossbody. Tatum goes to the top rope. This is where he feels most comfortable. His second home. But Jaquan comes up. Dante says fuck it, but he pays again. Another sit-out powerbomb. 1, 2. Oh my God, I love this match. And Jaquan says, you shouldn't have showed up, kid. Brainbuster. 1, 2, 3. Jaquan now with a 2-point lead. Tatum has got 8 minutes and 30 seconds to score at least 2 falls and tie things up. Twist of fate. 1, 2. Tatum's got to start going for falls after every move he hits. How is Shea even able to see, guys? There is blood all over him. Dante continuing to target the face area. DDT from the top rope. Come on, Tatum, I believe in ya. Look at that setup. It is perfect. Can he hit it? Taking a deep breath. 6-star frog splash. 1, 2, 3. No. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. Tatum thought he was at least gonna go up 1. I don't know if this is wise on Dante's part, guys. But then again, maybe he wants to try and run the clock out and score those 2 falls with only like a minute to go, then go for a third so that Jaquan doesn't have the chance to play catch-up. I have no idea what's going on in the minds of either of these men. All I know is that they are putting on an unforgettable performance. Jaquan! No, 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 he hits this! Another brainbuster! 1, 2! And Jaquan looks beside himself, astonished. But Dante knows he can't let Shea get another point. The odds are already... Oh, Chris Benoit's ghost with a run-in. Collar and elbow tie-up. Jaquan pushed back, running back elbow. Kick to the knee, spinning skull kick to the midsection, another kick to the knee, forearm smash. Dante Tatum, what's he doing? Throwing Shea to the outside. Oh, mamma mia. We are going to see some high-flying action off the ropes to the outside. Watch us. And the fans chanting, this is awesome. Yes, it is. Hooks the leg. Referee Tyson as quickly as he can. He's a portly man. Give him a break. 1, 2, 3, and Tatum gets a fall. It is now 2-1. All Tatum has to do is score one more fall to tie things up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Roll up. 1. Jackknife cover, but only a 1 count. 5 minutes and 40 seconds remain on the clock for Tatum to score one more fall and tie things up again. Back into the ring, Jaquan Shea, springboard, misses the drop kick though, and he's gonna pay for it now. Sunset flip powerbomb. Tatum's like a shark in the water, circling its prey. He smells the blood, going in for the kill. 1, 2, oh. Tatum, the cogs in his mind turning. The support of the fans beaming down on him, keeping him afloat as Jaquan attempts to drown him. Samoan driver, look at that setup. But Tatum, he's gonna go for the enziguri. It is very rare he pulls this out. Looking to kick Jaquan's head off, and he does. He does. Into the pin. 1, 2. No, come on. Shea is hard-headed as they come. 2-1. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Headbutt. But now Dante is busted open with that elbow. Grapple, missed. Makes up for it with the jab, and now Shea! What's Shea gonna do? A plotch of his own! Showing the kid how it's done, and another "This is awesome" chant. Well deserved. These fans can't get enough. This is what Zero G is all about. Dante gonna use the environment as a weapon. Where is he looking to bring Jaquan? Trio of elbows to the gut. Stop him dead in his tracks. Kick over the barricade. Now we're going into the... Yes, Dante's in pursuit. We're going into the crowd. Oh, but back over the barricade. These fans don't want to get blood all over themselves. Jaquan just keeps sending Tatum over the barricade. I think Jaquan is trying to play defense, guys. He's trying to run. But Tatum is on his tail like a monkey on a cupcake. And here we go into the crowd. What a treat for these fans in the front row. As Jaquan Shea and Dante Tatum beat the hell out of each other. Guys, there's only 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock for Tatum to score another fall. The hatred that these two have for each other, evident now as they are just throwing hands. Headbutts to the back of Jaquan's skull over and over. We're going into the production area now. Referee Tyson making sure to follow these two in case there's a fall. Dante just threw Jaquan right into that security wall. 2 minutes left. Jaquan head first off the barricade. Punch to the back of the head. Hook to the jaw. We're on the stage area now. What the hell? This match has got it all. Tatum, hang on, wait a minute. Sharpshooter by Tatum on the concrete floor. But Jaquan turns himself around and throws him right into that steel siding. Tatum flailing every which way. What is he gonna do? Cutter on the concrete! You've gotta be kidding me. 35 seconds. They just won't stop. Again into the security wall. Tatum. The clock is ending its life cycle. 20 seconds. I don't even think Dante is aware of the time that's left. He's so consumed with ripping Jaquan limb from limb. 3, 2, 1, and Jaquan Shea 2-1 as both men just collapse in a heap. Jaquan helped to the ring. Literally needs to be carried into the ring. But he is the inaugural Zero G champion. What a match. Bloodied, bruised, maybe a couple of broken ribs, a dislocated shoulder, a concussion for sure. 2-1. Jaquan Shea makes history again. And it's a good question. I don't remember who said it in the chat, but how do you follow a match like that? If anybody knows how to, it's going to be these two right here, because we just saw a fight between Jaquan Shea and Dante Tatum. It's going to be even worse, you mark my words, between Angelo Babos and Jason Spade, who have been waiting months to get their hands on each other one-on-one. And to think that we still have Percy Simmons versus PJ Moon, and in the main event, Kevin Silva versus Andrew Briggs for the World Championship to go. Whew. But things started between these two all the way back at Sacrifice, where they were a part of this uneasy alliance put together by then general manager Yuri Sokolov, taking on The Control. And while Jason Spade was the captain of that team, he was promised a world championship match if he would lead his team to victory. It ended up coming down to a 3v1 battle. I think it was, who was left? Percy Simmons, Cameron Cray, and Christian Gavin, if I remember, against Jason Spade. And the weeks after, Babos was blaming everyone else but himself. Blaming Joey Diaz, blaming Shamrock, and most importantly, blaming Jason Spade for bad leadership that they lost, because Babos also had an opportunity on the line in that match, and he felt robbed by his team who let him down, quote unquote, in his own words. And so Babos spent the next month beating Joey Diaz, beating Shamrock, and now there's only one man left for him to beat to prove that he was not the weak link. And this is the type of environment where Angelo Babos is going to thrive. Anything goes. There are no rules. Pinfalls, submissions count anywhere. Both of these guys coming off a loss on Supremacy a couple of nights ago. They were part of a triple threat along with Vance Vintage, and Vintage capitalizing on the beef between these two by pinning Jason Spade for the second week in a row. And that has got Spade in just about the most foul mood I've ever seen him in. Jason Spade is not a man to be trifled with. We saw what he did to Vance Vintage a couple of weeks ago just to send a message to Angelo Babos. Smacked him over the head with a steel chair and said, "You're going to get this and a whole lot worse at Regicide, Babos." Much like between Tim LaFave and Bert Angel earlier, this ain't going to be wrestling. Probably better suited to take place in a bar room or a back alley somewhere. As we talked about on Supremacy, both of these men have entered themselves in this year's Royal Rumble match taking place 3 weeks from tonight at Absolution. The winner of that Rumble receives a main event slot at Ascendant 7 in a World Championship match. A win here at Regicide will mean so much in terms of momentum heading into the Rumble. Head scissors, both men break. Meeting face to face again. Interesting that this starts off with like a collar elbow tie-up, a feeling out process. Not what I saw coming. Stomp missed. Jason Spade with a brain buster. Hang on a minute. Hang on. That's Percy Simmons music, but where is? Hang on, Jason, turn around. Percy Simmons, the Pitbull, the top of the food chain. What's he doing out here? Percy Simmons, it's no DQ, beast bomb from the Pitbull. What the hell is he doing out here? And Angelo takes advantage. 1, 2, but it's just a 2 count. But what the? Why would Simmons run out here? But again, it's no disqualification. Anything goes. I have not an idea why Percy Simmons would target Jason Spade, but he has left Spade wide open now, and Babos is taking full advantage. Am I saying Percy Simmons? My bad. I'm at a loss for words right now. Perry Heenan. This pay-per-view's got me backwards. Percy Simmons is up next in our co-main event, okay? It's that dashing memory. Look, the Pitbull, Percy Simmons, and Mr. CMV, Perry Heenan. Too many P's. Regardless of what his name is. Perry Heenan running in on this match, but Jason Spade with a Helluva kick right there. showing that he's still got some life left in him yet. Kick to the back. Angelo Babos takes that in stride. And Jason Spade rolling out on... I'm Michael Cole over here calling Apollo Crews Shelton Benjamin. Don't expose me on Twitter, please. And again, this is falls count anywhere, guys! As Babos was looking for some kind of slam, Spade turned it into a DDT. Hurricane Rana. And can you imagine all the blood that has to be everywhere? Not just in the ring, but the ringside area, in the crowd? I really would not want to follow that Jaquan Shea Donovan hit a match. Not just because it was so amazing, but ugh. The entire arena needs to be disinfected. I don't think these two care, though. They're used to battling in blood and guts. I'd say more so Angelo Babos. He's at home in this type of scenario. But Jason Spade can throw hands with the very best of them. And he's some serious heart. Because I don't know how you survive a beast bomb from Perry Heenan and still continue. We need some answers after this. Oh, wait. Angelo Babos just throwing Spade. Ribs first. Into the steel post. Ugh. What's he doing now? Power bomb on the apron. And then he whips him shoulder first. This is a murder scene. This is a slaughter. And Jason Spade just taking his licks like a champ. And if you didn't get the picture before, it is personal between these two. Super kick. Missed, but that punch right to the face didn't. Back into the ring we go. Jason Spade, his back, his ribs, his shoulder. I don't think there's a single part of him that's not hurting right now. Stomp to that shoulder that he only just moments ago slammed Jason Spade into the apron. Oh, vintage Babos. Face first goes Spade into the middle turnbuckle. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Just a 2 count. Hands on his head, though. Babos, after everything that he has done to Spade in this match, Perry Heenan running out and attacking Spade. One more shot will do it. The kill shot is blocked by Spade. He says, get that shit out of here. Landenberg lobotomy. Landenberg lobotomy. A last ditch effort. 1, 2. But Babos pulls the rug right out from under Jason, who now goes, where's he going? Where the hell is he going? I think Spade's had enough of this match, guys. The run-in by Heenan, Spade's like, live to fight another day. He's contemplating his career choice right now. But Babos says, I don't think so. I'm not so sure about that, friend. He's taking him through the fans. All that love that's got to be over there from Shea versus Tatum. And this crowd is getting their money's worth tonight. Oh, we're going the opposite way now. Somebody's going to end up handing Babos a beer bottle or something. I shiver to think the types of things we can see with these two fighting in the crowd. Headbutts to the back of the head into that security wall. Jason Spade is not having a good time here in the nation's capital, guys. He is getting mollywopped. Spade's fighting back, though, showing his resolve. And here we are, out onto the stone. There's referee Tyson. What is this? What? Is he going for a Moodalock? Moodalock! Moodalock on the concrete! Nowhere for Spade to go. Able to escape. Now Spade zoning in on him. There's just so much. Look at how they're threatening to punch each other. He's like, do it again, I dare you. Something must be in the air here at Regicide, because I don't think I've ever seen such hatred shared among the CMV superstars. Now throwing Spade right into our official. Babo's going for a pin. 1, 2. Not going to be enough to do it. Kick to the back, and that just pisses Spade off. High kick to the chest. Kick to the midsection. Regicide lobotomy on the concrete! No! You could have killed him! He could be dead! 1, 2, 3! Jason Spade cracking Babos' skull open off the concrete with that Lansenberg lobotomy. And Jason Spade defying the odds, even with a Perry Heaton run-in. Wow. No, neither one of these guys is going to leave without getting checked out by the doctor. And that's, I think that's the point at the end of the day. Both of these guys just beat the, excuse my language, shit out of each other. I know this is a Christian family show, but there was just no other way to put that. Man, what a show it has been so far. Every single match on the card has delivered and then some, and we have still got our co-main event and main event to go. Up next, it is a first-time encounter as Mr. CMV Percy Simmons is going to take on the Messiah, PJ Moon. And on the line is the number 30 spot in next month's Royal Rumble match, which historically gives you the best odds of winning. 3 superstars will have entered at number 30 and gone on to win the Royal Rumble match. So whoever wins here has got to be a favorite amongst the CM Universe to then go on to win the Royal Rumble match. But even more than that, things are personal between these two after what Percy Simmons and The Control did to PJ Moon a couple of weeks ago. You'll remember Andrew Briggs defeated PJ Moon with the world title on the line, the stipulation being that if Briggs won, PJ Moon would have to leave CMV, and Moon respected that stipulation. So the following week, Andrew Briggs brought Moon out, gave him the chance to say farewell to the CM Universe, and that's when Simmons in The Control attacked, left both Moon and Briggs laying in the middle of the ring. And because of that, Triple H would not only reinstate PJ Moon, but also suspend Jamal Sadana and Cameron Cray, meaning that Simmons is on his own. But Percy Simmons on his own is the longest reigning CMV light heavyweight champion of all time. There's a reason he's called the franchise. There's a reason he's called Mr. CMV. He may have given himself those nicknames, but they're not wrong. Percy Simmons just a ball of frustration at this point. Triple H continuing to get on his nerves. He doesn't have Sedana or Cray. He lost to Moon earlier this week on Supremacy, tag team action, him and Silva being defeated by Moon and Briggs. But this is a man who always shines brightest in these big matches. Big match Percy. Look at his bout against Jacob Ziegler from the start of the season for the world title. An unforgettable instant classic. I know that Percy Simmons is one day gonna be world champion, but does that road start tonight? And there he is, the Messiah of CMV being given another chance. Him and Briggs patching things up, and that leaves Moon fully focused on getting revenge against Simmons tonight. And I don't believe that the main event scene has ever been hotter here in CMV, especially with Fusion and Genesis merging their rosters now, becoming Supremacy. There's so much less room. I've said it before, I'll keep saying it, only the cream of the crop, the very best of the best, are going to rise to the top. And a match like this between two high caliber opponents, Percy Simmons and PJ Moon, for a spot, the number 30 spot in next month's Royal Rumble, is so important. You got Xander Slate, the king of the ring, coming for the world title. Up next in our main event, Kevin Silva challenging Andrew Briggs for CMV's crown jewel. Percy Simmons, PJ Moon, one-on-one, not just for the number 30 spot in next month's Rumble, next month's Rumble, but for a whole lot of pride as well. I think the whole reason Percy Simmons and the Control attacked PJ Moon and Andrew Briggs because Percy felt like he was being lost in the shuffle. He saw all of these stars stepping out in front of him, and he said, not on my watch. And although, I mean, you can't say it didn't work, here he is co-main eventing Regicide against PJ Moon for number 30 in the Rumble. But it also cost him Sedana and Cray. He was embarrassed by Triple H. Percy Simmons and PJ Moon, they didn't even attempt to start things off slowly. They just immediately went after each other like two pit bulls being let off their leashes. By the way, just so everybody knows, that is not the pit bull Percy Simmons. It's Mr. CMV Percy Simmons. PJ Moon just attempted a choke slam. What is he, Shea Hoxton over here? DDT though, or more accurately, a complete shot. That was the DDT from PJ Moon. Countered Out onto the apron. Moon hangs on. Doesn't want to take a spill to the outside, but he's going to anyway. And the ringside area is getting a lot of love tonight. Jaquan Shea, Dante Tatum beating the hell out of each other all around the arena. We just saw Angelo Babos and Jason Spade whipping each other up and down. PJ Moon, as crafty as they come. Percy Simmons might be called a dirty heel by many in the CM universe, but he ain't seen nothing yet against the Messiah. PJ Moon claims to be trying to do better. He let jealousy get the better of him when he turned on Andrew Briggs trying to become world champion. He wants to do things the right way, and it all starts here tonight. In a twisted way, PJ Moon has Percy Simmons to thank for having his job still. Percy and the Control had not attacked PJ Moon and Andrew Briggs, then PJ would be gone. He wouldn't be in CMV. You gotta think Simmons knew something like that was gonna happen. He wouldn't just get away with that attack. Triple H has been very strict, and he's made it clear that he's gonna be strict on these type of shenanigans, especially in regard to Simmons and the Control. Simmons tapping his head. I think he's got something in mind here, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Regal cutter. Kick to the top of the head. Moon flows in the distance. Irish whip. Watch out, referee Tyson. Tyson has somehow managed to not take any bumps at all tonight. Oh, schoolboy into a kick to the side of the head. PJ Moon ain't feeling good vibes right now. Percy Simmons, as he does best, just continuing to flap those lips. Even when he's in a match, it doesn't keep him from insulting his opponents. Constant mind games, and PJ Moon's not having any of it. Down into side control, and Moon just throwing those hands like there ain't no tomorrow, and chilling like a villain on the top rope. Stomp, missed. Percy back to his feet, catching these open palm strikes. Irish whip on the rebound, drop down. Tried for some sort of clothesline, it looked like. Overhands being tossed out. Shiranui from Moon. That's new. Reverse chinlock. Moon trying to bring things to a slower pace. And both of these guys are going to be a part of the Royal Rumble match next month, but it's the winner, guys, that gets that prestigious number 30 entrance, which 3 men have won from in the past of CMV. PJ Moon gonna hope he put Percy to sleep. PJ Moon entering his first Royal Rumble match. Be celebrating his 1-year anniversary here at CMV pretty soon. Another spinning reverse STO. Look at these kicks to the face. One after the other. Oh, and there's that jumping knee strike. Moon cracking Simmons open. Hooks the leg. One may have been fooled into thinking it was going to be over right there. But Percy Simmons says, not so fast. Oh, but maybe so! Chaos kick from the Messiah. Right down the trap of Percy Simmons, shutting him up once and for all. PJ Moon is victorious. PJ Moon redeems himself and earns the number 30 spot in next month's Royal Rumble, making him the odds-on favorite to win the whole damn thing. And Simmons does not look happy as he heads to the back. Things have been going downhill for him since Triple H took over, and I think he's had just about enough. That had to feel good for Moon. Not just getting number 30 in the Rumble, but just getting to put his boot to Percy's face. Something I think probably everybody in the locker room would like the chance to do. But now it is time for our main event of the evening. What a show it has been. Probably my favorite of this season so far. I'm not going to lie. Maybe one of my favorites of all time. I'd have to really consider that. But it is the Portuguese god of wrestling, Kevin Silva, challenging Andrew Briggs for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, guys. And right here tonight is truly the beginning of the road to Ascendant 7. Because next month, exactly 3 weeks from tonight, is Absolution, where the 30-man Royal Rumble takes place. The winner of that will move on to headline the show of shows for a World Championship match. And whoever walks out victorious between Silva and Briggs here could very well make it to Ascendance as champ. They still have a lot of obstacles to get past between now and then. For example, next month at Absolution, the winner of this will have to defend against the King of the Ring, Xander Slate, who's got to be watching very closely from backstage. Kevin Silva, the last ever Alpha World Champion, says that he is the true, undisputed best in CMV. He's the king of the mountain, but Briggs, well, he's got the gold to prove it. Who's going to be the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion? We don't have to ponder on that anymore. It's time to find out. I think, if anything, this pay-per-view is going to go down as the bloodiest in CMV history. And we all know what Regicide means, the act of killing a king. Will Kevin Silva dethrone Andrew Briggs, bring an end to that boyhood dream? He has no doubt in his mind about that. And the cheeky minx Saria, as always, by his side. Keep your eyes on her. She should have been banned from ringside for this match, if you ask me. I don't trust her to not try and get involved. She has in the past. Kevin Silva, one of the fastest rising stars in recent memory, a former World Tag Team Champion, Trios Champion. In the main event of CyberSlam, he tapped out Pat LaFave to become the final Alpha World Champion. Now he has his sights set on putting that crown jewel to his name. Saria never stops giving Kevin Silva those pointers. That's what makes him so dangerous, to have an advocate like Saria. It's really when she came around that everyone started to take Kevin Silva more seriously. She just gave him that extra, I don't even know what to say, that oomph. He became that next big thing. Now he's got the chance to make good on it. Is he the next Hayden? Is he the next Paul Devine? He most certainly has the potential to, but the man he's got to beat is a man who busted his ass for over 3 years. Failed opportunity after failed opportunity. He scaled that mountain, made it to the top, only to be knocked down. But finally, this season was his. He came in, no longer taking anyone's shit, no prisoners. He beat Jacob Ziegler. He became world champion, and ever since then, nobody has been able to hold a candle to him, guys. Get this. Briggs has not been pinned or submitted this season. Nobody has been able to do it. 6 months. 6 months he's gone unpinned and unsubmitted. This is the season of Andrew Briggs. And I know how much it would mean to Briggs to main event Ascendant 7, something I don't think anybody ever thought he would have a chance of doing. For all the marbles. The grandest prize in all of CMV, the undisputed championship. The Portuguese god of wrestling, calm, collected. He has a game plan. He always does. The submission expert has got his reticle right over Briggs' head. And he's looking to take the shot, the kill shot tonight. But Andrew equally as confident in himself. No friends, no Ted Dickens, only him. Andrew Briggs has become comfortable knowing that everyone is gunning for him. Referee Tyson making sure that nobody is mistaken as to what's on the line here. Kevin Silva, Andrew Briggs, main event of Regicide, Washington, D.C., let's go! And Briggs, like a bull being let loose from its pen, just barreling over Silva with that clothesline. Now a rolling neck snap, and Sarria is already looking worried at ringside. She shouldn't be, though. Kevin Silva pushing Briggs back, double boot to the chest. Now a kick to the chest. Arm drag from Briggs, down onto one knee goes Silva, punch to the top of the head. And again, Kevin Silva is most dangerous when it comes to his submission game. That Olympic stretch of his has tapped out anyone and everyone that's dared to step into the ring against him. But that's not even the only thing he has in his arsenal to knock you off with. Is Andrew Briggs is being cheeky. I don't know if he wants to do this. Trying to test Silva at his own game. Briggs should stick to what brought him to the dance. And hang on, guys, Sarria is already, I knew it. She should have been banned from ringside. What was Jade Dynamite thinking, letting her come down here? Throwing in that steel chair. Referee Tyson hasn't seen it yet. Kevin Silva hasn't even seen it yet because Briggs is just standing on top of him like peanut butter on jelly. Ain't giving him a chance to even think about using that chair. What? What the hell? Kevin Silva just intentionally got himself disqualified. What? Right in front of the referee. Silva, low blowing Silva. And that means that Briggs retains via disqualification. Why would he do that? But he's got a smile on his face as he and Sarria exit up to the back. Why? What's the intent? What could possibly be the game plan there? Andrew Briggs grabbing at his lower extremities in the middle of the ring, referee checking on him. What the hell? Why would he? It was clearly intentional. He knew the referee was looking. What? I can't even fathom the reason as to why Silva would do that. The biggest match of his career, and he costs himself? Well, I have no idea. I have no answers for you guys. I'm not inside the head of Kevin Silva. I can't tell you what his reasoning is. I can only tell you that, well, we'll hopefully get answers on the next episode of Supremacy on Friday. But I guess that, when the dust settles, Andrew Briggs is still world champion. And it's now set to be Xander Slate versus Andrew Briggs for the world title next month at Absolution. The road to Ascendant 7 has begun. And I'm just as confused as can be. But, well, nonetheless, guys, thank you as always for tuning in and watching along with you. What a show it was. One of my favorite pay-per-views in recent memory. Probably my favorite of this season. No doubt about it. That Tim favorite Angel match just hit that sweet spot, and then Jaquan, Shea, and Dante Tatum. That was amazing. So many awesome moments in that match. And Shea, our inaugural Zero-G champion. Don't forget Peter Thompson, the new international champion. So much to find out on the next episode of Supremacy, so make sure you tune into that. But of course, tomorrow night, we've got NGW TV as well. You all know the deal. If you are new around here, drop a follow so let you know when I go live. Exclamation point Twitter, we'll give you a link to our, you guessed it, Twitter. Exclamation point Discord, we'll give you a link to our, you guessed it, Discord. CommunityUniverse.4motion.com is our website. Exclamation point join in the chat, we'll give you a quick link. And I hope that you guys have a great Sunday night. I hope you enjoy your Memorial Day tomorrow. I really hope that it stops being so goddamn hot. But I will see you when I see you. Bye.